day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all music lovers from across the globe. Welcome to another episode of the Cha Cha Let's Talk Music series on the Cha Cha Music Review Podcast with yours truly, Artiste. I'm not going to be here alone. I'm going to have a special guest in the house. And like I used to do, I know you talk too much, I'll just allow my guest to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Abiola Aduragbemi, and I'm a fellow podcaster. Alright, this energy is high. I don't know how to maintain it. But then my name is Abiola Aduragbemi once again. I'm a podcaster, an Instagram content creator. What else? I do many.
What we'll be doing today on the Let's Talk Music series, we'll be talking about artists that are, falling off the pecking order. And when I say artists that are falling off the pecking order, I'm talking about artists where we say they blow 1 year. Then all of a sudden, we don't just see their spotlight again, or maybe after they blow, they just go down, their energy, their battery just low, to can't charge and can't day somehow. So that is exactly what we'll be talking about today. So we are sorry we are going to be taking shot at some of your favorite artists, but then again, it is what it is, man.
I don't think it's like going to be short. I don't think it's going to be short.
Some people will say as if we are taking banter, or we are trying to call out their favorite artists, but then again, more than over. So Adiba, let's get into it. Tell me what some of those artists that you feel, that you've been asking yourself already, waiting happen to this artist, where this artist will go.
Plenty. Alright, so I'll start with let's call it my favorite. But then I used to like him.
Okay.
In his prime.
Okay.
Lukesh. I was a big fan when he was in YBNL. Lukesh was dropping like
Shoki, Efe Jokuni, Is It Because I Love You? I mean, and even he even released an album, Young and Getting It. Yagi, and that album was also.
Yeah.
So what would you say happened to Lukesh?
Okay, first of all, I'll say that when Lukesh was in YBNL, there was a whole lot of competition. 1, 2, he was trying to, he still was. He was trying to, live under the shadow of Olamide. If you look at what Lukesh did when he was in YBNL, almost everything YBNL, what is it called now? Olamide had done it.
Okay.
So it was like
trying to live up to that expectation.
So Olamide was on the high pace. Olamide was dropping songs every day, every month. So Lukesh had to also, show the light to that. So when you are within, a creative community, when everybody is doing stuff, right? You go on jazz off. You go on.
So it is safe to say that leaving YBNL has kind of reduces should I say his consistency or his energy.
Well, I would not say that, but that one said right, I'm not going to 100 say that, but because right after he left YBNL, he had a whole lot of other hit songs. Even this last hit song, Oko with Naira Marley, was really nice. Lukesh is saying in a comfort zone. He might be having a whole lot of projects underneath, but I don't think he's doing a good job of showing it.
Okay. For me personally, I feel like some of the things, because like you rightly said, he has dropped some couple of songs. There was this song he did with Naira Marley, Okpo.
Yeah.
There was one song he released, Kowokwe. There was also one song he did, I think 2 years or last year. I can't remember the year. This song started, come online again. Now, I think one of the major problems I feel for Lukesh is the fact that his production has moved from Young John and Fuse to Rexy. Now, no disrespect to Rexy, but I think that connect, that synergy of, it's Young John, the wicked producer, and Lukesh.
It was too connecting.
Exactly. So I think that connection being off has taken that energy. Because if you listen to Lukesh song these days, it's still the same Lukesh.
Yeah.
But I think that energy of that, maybe that production energy, I think that's what is lacking from his music.
Okay, first of all, if you have to look at music and look at style of music, there's always a vibe. Okay, when Lukesh was under YBNL, we knew that Lukesh was mostly Yoruba rap.
Yeah.
Talk about life, talk about stuff. Then he left YBNL. Then he went into kind of street vibe. That when he dropped Apami, that was when this new sound was actually really
raining. Yeah.
So it was like trying to go with the street vibe. Then Ukpo also came out, still kind of street vibe. Now he released a song with Donka Mighty, which also blew up. Plenjo. It was really, really nice. He went with the Igbo energy that Donka Mighty brought. Well, I'm like, okay, now Lukesh, we got the vibe.
That considers back-to-back hit that he has given us.
No, if you want to be dropping songs once a month or once in 2 months, let's know that okay, every 2 months.
This song that you're going to give us is going to.
No now, and it's not like this guy is not having projects, or he's not having features, but why is he not blowing?
That is the problem. So what do you think will help Lil Kesh? Because for me personally, I feel going back to do songs with Young John and Fuse, for me personally, I feel that is the only thing that is missing in his music. If he can get that right, I think Lil Kesh will go back to Lil Kesh. But for you, what do you think Lil Kesh should do?
Me, I feel
should he do another collaboration with Olamide? And
no. Well, personally, I feel Rexy is one madass producer.
Yeah, shout out to Rexy. Rexy is a good producer.
Rexy is one madass producer, right? So, I don't think it's quite the Young John thing. Although Young John was like already a household name in YBNL that year, because there's no song that you hear in YBNL that you not hear Young John,
the wicked producer,
right? So it's not exactly the Young John thing, but I think he needs to be more open with social media. Not just him. I think all artists.
Okay.
Try to, as an upcoming artist now, the way you go take also,
okay.
You go take different from the way you don't take.
So it's like. So it's comfortable. The also spirit don't drop a little bit.
I feel even if you're not dropping songs, they do freestyles. Now when they help me and Tenny, they go around their social media. They do short skits. People vibe with them. Even though
people get to see them every day.
Even though you have not released songs. Even though Miyako has not. When the best support come out. Even though Miyako has not released song for a while, but we know that Miyako will drop skits, or Tenny will do something that is mad, or Tenny will freestyle or something. You just know that you are showing up. You are doing something nice. You are vibing. You know that okay, this artist is not gone like that, but you cannot just go and expect to just be posting fine pictures and we don't know anything about your career. Like, nah, it's not done. That's just me. Show up more often. Leverage on social media.
Let's talk about another artist. Okay. You mentioned Lil Kesh. I would like to mention Dami Crane. The reason I mentioned Dami Crane is Dami Crane was an artist that I like. When I say I follow from the start, when he started singing in Egbeda, even before he got to Hypertech and all that, and when he got to Hypertech and he dropped an album to that year. I've forgotten of that album. I think it's Ashiwaju. I've forgotten of the album. But he dropped an album that year that was also dope. But all of a sudden,
just went.
Although we might
it's not all of a sudden.
Okay.
It was something happened.
Okay, yeah.
Let's address the white elephant in the room.
The fraud case that he had.
Yes.
The fraud case that he had. But after the fraud case, now, see, I won't lie to you. Now, let's just chip this in. This is not part of the conversation, but let's chip this in. Naira Marley also had a case.
Well, okay.
and that case even worked to Naira Marley's advantage.
If you have to look at it categorically, right? Naira's case.
Okay.
It's more of a local case.
Okay.
It's Nigerian EFCC.
Okay.
So we know that Nigeria you can still, we'll just.
But the Dami case was more of international.
Right. So it was. I don't know.
Okay, but let's accept that what really happened with Dami Crane was the fact that he had a court issue and that had a stain on his career and all that. But do you think that after the whole case, do you think musically has he done enough to put himself back? Because of course he has done some couple of songs and he has even released an EP this year, nothing about 4 or 5 tracks. But then again, I feel like his music has not been up to standard to where he was before.
Well, first of all, music evolves, not just to the artist but to the listeners.
Okay.
Right? What we used to vibe to a couple of years ago legally might not exactly what
we are vibing to now.
So what I think Dami Crane should do or should have done is have collaborations with some of these artists that everybody is feeling. Say for example there's no artist that want to connect with Omali that will most likely not be.
Okay.
Like there's no song that probably you feature. Look at this song that DJ Spino did with Omali tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Tonight the song was like straight up fire. I think you should leverage on collaborations. I think he should, show up more often as well. But collaborations, not to just, if you just release, it's just like you're on a podcast like this now, and the first 20 episodes is only one person talking. You're not having feature. Go tire. Go on. That's the thing.
So you should leverage on the influence of some of these new artists.
Yeah. My next artist that I want to talk about that they kind of on blow, is Sinzu. Right.
Now, Sinzu's case is also similar to that.
That's why I had to chip it in because we are still on track. Right now, if you are to look at it before he had the Oscar and everything.
Yeah.
Sinzo should be. I'll call him Soski because I don't. That's
Yes, it was Soski.
I'm not calling him Sinzo because I don't know. It's somehow.
Zoop.
No. I still prefer Soski, right? When Soski that started Carolina, the song, if he was to ride on that wave, he should be one of the artists that he should be amongst the top, alongside Davido, and all of that. But he had this scandal obviously, and she happened, and he happened, went to prison, he got back, and I don't know the connection he had with Davido, but apparently Davido signed him, and he's been showing up often. He had collaborations with Dremo's
in his album, Volume 2,
and it was really nice.
He even jumped on the remix of Geng by Mayor Kun,
which
really boosted his,
So I think what Sinzo needs to do is that he needs to buy more.
I think I'll give Sinzo a lot of credit because he has been putting in the work. After coming out from prison, he has released an album, and he's just released an EP, and he has been doing a lot of collaboration. And like you rightly said about Lil Kesh, like showing up on social media. Sinzo has also been showing. I could remember the first time Gang came out, Mayor Kun's Gang, and immediately I had that, something just came to me. I said, Sinzo should do this thing now. And I won't lie to you, I think about 3 or 4 days later, Sinzo did his own in-house parlor shot where he did his own, he vibed on the old song. In fact, he saw his verse on the remix was the first verse to Get Ready.
Oh, wow.
His verse was he had already done his verse. He had already shot like a 60 seconds video to that song, and he kept it on his social media. So I feel like Sinzo, yes, went down because of his jail issue and all that, but I think he has been putting out the work.
If you have to look at this, what I mentioned about Lil Kesh, that he was doing a whole lot of stuff because he was with YBNL. Sinzo is with DMW, and DMW is one very volatile crew because Mayor Kun, as a person, that guy is
the ginger.
The guy has a lot of crews.
The ginger is almost also good.
If you have to look at chill first. If you have to look at this particular thing that kind of blew up before Gang, he did one Hustler's Anthem. And almost all artists was jumping on it. Everybody was talking about stuff.
Yeah.
And me uncle just you see, I'm just so passionate about this thing. It's just not paying me. I don't know why I don't, but then I feel that Sinzo is Soskid. Soskid is surrounded with so much vibe that they're doing a whole lot of stuff, and there's no way that there's a popular quote. Let's be serious. If you are surrounded with 4 successful friends, you are most likely to be the 5th one.
See as Yanni just a sweet for my ear. The Cha Cha Let's Talk music series with Artiste Nova. Hey God, conversation with the boss Bree.
So we've spoken about Sinzo or Soski, like you want to call him. We've spoken about Dami Queen. We've also spoken about Lil Kesh. What about Shantizo? Because I know Shantizo won the Eddies for the next rated artist of the year. And he had a very standard album that came out that year. Shantizo gave us Sholay, Mama Lee.
Was only no, I don't mention any other one. Sholay was everything because first of all, he had the looks of Davido.
Okay.
So it was kind of like publicity for him. Then it sounded like his sound was really, really nice that year. But something happened. I don't know what happened. Went off, right? But he came back. I think last year or 2 years ago. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he has been back for like 2 years. Dropping out, putting out singles.
And funny thing is that some of these singles have been sweet. Like when I say sweet, musically sweet. But I don't know why it's not coming out. Because he featured Davido on one, and the song was quite nice. So I think Shantizo, I don't know. I'm not some kind of music specialist, but I think that Shantizo should just get up to speed. A whole lot of stuff has happened when he started his music career. A whole lot of, like I said, music has evolved, musicians have evolved, listeners, us, we have evolved. So you need to understand that the kind of trap that we listen to now, or the kind of vibe that we listen to now is different. You need to understand that stealing from other artists is kind of good. When I say stealing, don't get me wrong. I mean like you understand the craft of this person, right? Then you kind of bring that energy to a new song because it's what everybody. The thing about music is that no matter how sweet a sound is, it will still fade.
Of course.
We had Shoki, like you mentioned. We had Azonto. Now Zanku is fading. In fact, I think
Zanku has faded itself.
So if you have to understand the evolution of music, you have to understand the artists that are trending now. follow the cruise, follow the vibe. There's nothing bad if you are following the cruise because it will help you. If you just like you're jumping on an hashtag, right? You as per se the hashtag is popular. You are going to show up on the top list because of you already have the audience from before. So it's going to be very easy for new eyes to see you, old eyes to see you, and they might vibe with it, they might not vibe with it. Now song where we don't know, we don't expect, feel the glow. So you get. So yeah, basically jump on wave of new sound.
Now this next artist I want us to talk about is an artist that had, in fact, he held the whole of Africa on a lockdown. Like that year when that song came out, in fact, just that song, those babes said, "Babe will fall for you." Mad over you. So the mad.
Please, calm down. Don't throw shot at my runtown.
No, I'm not throwing shot at Runtown.
Even me.
But I just want to ask, where is Runtown?
No, he released an EP last 30 years ago.
Where? What happened to Runtown's music?
If you can't you had mentioned that we're going to be talking about Runtown.
To be honest, while we're talking about sound, it just came into my head because he calls himself the sound god now.
Yes.
The name just popped into my wait, where is Runtown? What is happening?
No, the thing is that I think
he has run out of town.
No, I think don't leave me. I think Runtown sound is stuff of not Nigeria. Right?
Okay.
Say if you look at before Mad Over You, Runtown had a track, a kind of collaboration with DJ Khaled, Moneybag.
Yeah.
And it was really, really nice. Right? His sound is totally.
That was from his Ghetto University album.
And from this other, he had Freaky, he had Energy.
Oh, Freaky, I like Freaky too. Freaky is good.
So I just think he should, I don't know. We don't know what they do. All this. His song is sweet. Let's just move on to the next person, please.
All right, this next person I want to talk about now. A lot of people have called him a one-hit wonder. A lot of people have even said he's scared of leaving the label he is because he knows he wants to leave that label, nothing will happen to him. But he has decided to prepare a table for two for us. And we decided to.
I see that now.
Yes, God don't finally win.
You're still on the journey, so you're not feeling.
But let me just say this so people won't, Korede Bello.
Okay. Come on. That year that it came out, oh God, that year.
It was everywhere.
Before Ricardo finished.
I think it was like the Prince of Maven that year.
Yes. Korede Bello was still riding on the wave of Godwin. Then I don't think he did everything for a long time. Then he released Walk It, he released
Mr. Vendor, Romantic.
No, Romantic, no. After Godwin, then Romantic, he was still going up. Then Walk It came down. I think he used Mr. Vendor, like you said. Then Casa Sukasa, which kind of helped his life.
Yeah, I when I heard that, I was like, okay, fine. I think Korede is
it's never about the sound.
Korede is up to something.
It's never about the sound. It's social media.
Okay.
First of all, Maven is one very badass management. Because if you have to look at Ladipo's last track, before these other ones, Ladipo's last track and this, what's it called now? Korede Bello's with Casa Sukasa. They leveraged on Instagram and TikTok. What they did was that they took this song, they made it a challenge on TikTok. They now brought the challenge to Instagram, showed everybody. Like, you will see this song on Sponsored Ad for over 2 months. There's no way you will say one thing for 2 months that you won't catch your eye. And when you see your friends doing it, you go on do it. So once people were like really, really doing it, it kind of helped him, right? Then after he rode the wave, I think he sang Sumo Me as well. I don't even know if Sumo Me was before or after.
No, Sumo Me was after.
Then he sang Sumo Me. Then he was still riding on that wave of the Mikasa Sukasa. Then he dropped Morire. Now Morire was really, really nice. Everybody vibed with it. Then he released the Table for Two EP. So I think it's safe to say that Korede Bello is
back.
It's back. I think it's safe to say it's back.
Okay, since we are talking about Korede Bello and we are talking about Mavens, let's just quickly chip in this Maven artist, Dija.
Wow. Well, what I'll say is that there's some artists that their style of music Nigerians don't deserve them.
Okay.
And I don't mean this to be rude in any way.
Yeah, we get that a lot. Johnny Drill will release the music. They'll tell you Nigerians don't deserve Johnny Drill.
I'm serious. So Dija's sound is stuff of legend. It's stuff of. After she sang that on I don't know how to pronounce it. AWWW.
Yeah.
Pronounce it in your own language.
Uh-huh.
After she sang that song and it trended, I think right after that, a little collaborations that maybe sang a couple of songs together. And I think when she was there, her verse was
Dodo
like,
Bucci.
yeah, and one of that one. I can't
remember the second one also.
Yeah, so basically, she rode on those waves. Then after, she just went down. Yeah, it's not like she was not releasing stuff.
She was releasing stuff.
Funny thing is that her last EP, I loved it. I
also love the EP.
So,
I won't lie to you, it was that EP that sold me to DJ. Like, oh yes, now I'm your fan.
Why, if you know music, this person knows music. You know it. You don't necessarily need to do lamba. Everything is this babe sabi music, but what is causing her to not be in our faces? I can't tell because I don't even know her Instagram. I don't know if she's on social media.
Yeah, she's on Twitter because I know I follow her on Twitter and she tweets a lot on Twitter. I follow her on Twitter.
The thing that helps gives Johnny Drake an edge over her is that Johnny is consistent on the Instagram. To the point that he structured his consistency to be Johnny's room.
Okay.
Like, Johnny would just every Monday he would do covers of songs. Like, so we all know that every Monday like this we are seeing Johnny Dray's face. I don't want to know what happened. We are going to see his face.
He's going to bless us.
He's going to bless us with his face. So once you know that okay, although it's not this style of music, but your old fans will go and testify to new people that go and hear.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that people will record that kind of video and bring it to WhatsApp. So even if you don't like it, you are seeing it.
You're seeing it.
And the guy he has a good voice. He plays some of his other music, and he made it so creative that he made it twin. He has like a good version and a bad version. So he's kind of telling a story and he's singing and he's being creative about it. And I think that's what's giving Johnny J an edge over Deja. Deja just needs to structure some of her stuff. If she's releasing tweets on Twitter, why not? I think she just needs to leverage on social media. She needs to, structure some of her things and just become better, basically.
You're listening to Cha Cha Let's Talk music series with artiste Nova.
So before I let you go, let's just round up the whole conversation with your top 3 artists that you're feeling at the moment. I know there are plenty. Just mention 3. I know there are plenty on the top of your head that you're feeling at the moment.
At the moment?
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay. There's this new artist I just discovered. I don't know why I discovered him, but Abiola Aduragbemi.
Okay.
I think people should really,
listening to him.
I know the sound is so special. Right? Cavemen. Weird enough, they sing highlight. I don't know. It's this kind of. It brings this kind of. I don't understand Igbo. I think it's Igbo's kind of energy, but it was really, really nice. And I know why I'm not mentioning this popular artist. I'm feeling popular artists too. But no, they're already in the spotlight. I need more people to be in the spotlight, right? So, Abiola Aduragbemi, Cavemen, and let me see. Who else am I feeling? I don't want to waste time. I'm going through my playlist. But yeah, yes, I'm feeling Mologo. Yes.
Okay,
I'm feeling Mologo. Yeah. You people should go and vibe with him. No.
Mologo is I've known him for a while now, and he has done really well.
Should I round up?
Yeah.
Alright, so once again, I have to sell myself. That's what I'm asking. You should know that I'm meant for serious business. Alright, so basically, my name is Atra. Once again, I really want to appreciate this, opportunity. It's quite major for me. And also, I have a podcast. People should go and hear it. It's called Shaking Tables with Me.
Yeah.
So basically,
Shaking Tables matter.
We used to shake tables. So basically, it's a documentary, podcast. Stuff I talk about my life, what happens to me. Maybe if I see one crazy person outside, come and dream to people that I was chased by a madman today, which actually happened to me one time. But you go and hear my podcast, the gist is there. So basically, I talk about stuff about myself, and it definitely would transcend to your life. So it's not selfish, right? Also, my Instagram, my Twitter is the same thing. I'm _official AA. That is _IAMOFF. ICIALAA. AA stands for Abiola Aduragbemi. So yeah, that's that for that. Thank you very much. Blessings, all those artists. God bless you.
Alright guys, we've come to the end of another episode of the Cha Cha Let's Talk music series with Abiola Aduragbemi. And of course, now, my name still remains artiste Nova. It hasn't changed and it will never change. Till I come your way with another episode, I say thank you. I want love.